Hey everyone, and welcome. So, you're on the hunt for a new phone under 50,000 rupees. And let's be honest, it's a total jungle out there. But what if I told you that right now might just be the absolute best time to buy? Okay, let's dive in and figure out which one of these is the perfect phone for you. You know how it is, right? It's so easy to get completely lost in all the specs and marketing buzzwords. Are you a serious gamer, a budding photographer, or maybe you just need a phone that won't be dead by 3 p.m.? Don't even worry about it. We're going to cut right through all that noise and get you the answers you actually need. And here is the really good news. For a while there, prices were just climbing and climbing, but the market has finally cooled off. We're seeing some seriously aggressive price drops, and features from super expensive flagship phones are now showing up in this price range. The value for your money is just incredible. So if you've been waiting for that perfect moment, well, this is it. To keep things super simple, we've broken this guide down into 4 key areas. This way, you can just jump straight to the thing you care about the most and find a phone that's basically tailor-made for you. So let's kick things off with the need for speed. All right, first up, this one's for all you gamers and power users out there. If what you want is silky smooth, high frame rate gaming and apps that open in the blink of an eye, then you're going to want to pay close attention to these next couple of phones. So, in the performance ring, we have 2 absolute heavy hitters. In one corner, you've got the iQOO 15R, which is all about raw, untamed power. And in the other corner, you have the OnePlus 15R, which brings that impressive speed, but wraps it in a more polished, premium experience. And wow, this chart right here pretty much says it all. These are Antutu benchmark scores. Think of it like a standardized test for pure power. And look at that iQOO 15R, pushing past an unbelievable 3.1 million. That's just setting a whole new standard. Now, the OnePlus is no slouch at all, but it's clear the iQOO was built for one thing and one thing only: performance. So here's the bottom line. If performance is the only thing that matters to you, the iQOO 15R is your champion. It's rocking the absolute top-of-the-line Snapdragon 8 Gen 5. It has the fastest UFS 4.1 storage, which means your games and apps load instantly, and it's got a huge 7,600 mAh battery so you can game for hours. For around 42,000 rupees on sale, you just can't beat that power. But hey, what if you want more than just pure raw speed? For a few thousand more, the OnePlus 15R just gives you a better all-around package. You get the super clean and loved Oxygen OS, cameras that are noticeably better, and a tougher build with better Gorilla Glass and an IP69 rating for top-tier dust and water protection. It's the powerful choice that's also really practical. Okay, next up, let's talk about something that gives us all anxiety: that dreaded low battery notification. If you're someone who just needs a phone that absolutely refuses to die, this section on battery life is for you. You know, in the world of battery life, there is one phone in this price bracket that just stands head and shoulders above everything else. It's a true marathon runner, and its name is the Poco X8 Pro Max. Now, what's so wild about this slide is that one single number, 9,000 milliamps. That's not just big, it's absolutely colossal. It's a battery that's way bigger than almost anything else out there. And for most people, that means multi-day use, easily. And it's not just about the huge size. It also charges up super fast with 100-watt charging. It's incredibly durable, built to withstand pretty much anything you throw at it, and it runs on a really capable Dimensity chipset. And at a price that often drops below 40,000 rupees, this thing is the ultimate battery beast, period. All right, moving on. For so many of us, our phone is our camera, right? So if you're looking to capture amazing photos and videos, whether it's pictures of your family or beautiful landscapes, this next section is for you. When you talk about camera quality under 50,000, the top pick has gotta be the Vivo V70 Elite. That partnership with Zeiss Optics, it makes a huge difference. You're getting a really versatile triple camera system on the back and a massive 50-megapixel sensor for selfies. This is a phone built for photography, through and through. Now, if you love that Vivo camera quality but maybe want it in a smaller package, you should definitely take a look at the X200 FE. It's more compact, and it adds a super useful 3x telephoto lens, which is just perfect for getting closer to your subject without losing any of that quality. But hey, what if your budget can't quite stretch to that 47,000 rupee mark? Well, as Track and Tech points out, there's another fantastic option to consider if you need to save a little cash. And that would be the Nothing Phone 4a Pro. Now, it might not quite match the Vivos in pure image quality, but for the price, it offers a fantastic camera experience. You get that one-of-a-kind design, a super clean user interface, and even a 3.5x telephoto lens, which is something you almost never find in the 35 to 37,000 rupee range. You know, not everyone wants a phone the size of a dinner plate. For those of you who really value a phone that feels comfortable in your hand and is easy to use with one hand, but you don't want to sacrifice high-end features, this compact category is super important. And here, the choice really boils down to two very different philosophies. On one side, you have the Samsung Galaxy S24, which is betting big on smart software and long-term support. On the other, you've got the OnePlus 13s, which is all about delivering a perfectly balanced, high-performance hardware package. The big selling point for the Galaxy S24 is all about long-term value. You get those genuinely useful Galaxy AI features, you get things like wireless charging, and get this, an incredible promise of 7 years of software updates. 7 years! If you can find it on sale for around 40,000, that's just an amazing investment. On the other hand, you could argue the OnePlus 13S is the best overall compact phone. It packs a powerful Snapdragon 8 Elite chip and, impressively for its small size, a big 5850 mAh battery with crazy fast 80-watt charging. It's a small phone that makes almost zero compromises. Okay, I know what some of you are probably screaming at your screens right now. You didn't mention the iPhone. Or, hey, what about the Pixel? So let's quickly touch on some of the other popular phones you might be thinking about. Look, when it comes to these other models, it all boils down to value for your money. The iPhone 15 is really only a good buy if you can find it on a deep discount, like around 45,000 rupees. Otherwise, it just feels a bit dated. The general advice is to just avoid the older iPhones and the Pixel 9a altogether, because they just don't compete on value anymore. All right, let's wrap all this up in a neat little bow. If you need pure, unadulterated performance, get the iQOO 15R. For battery that just goes on for days, it has to be the Poco X8 Pro Max. For the absolute best camera your money can buy, look no further than the Vivo V70 Elite. And for that perfect, compact all-rounder, the OnePlus 13S is the one to beat. So there you have it, a clear guide to the best phones under 50,000 rupees. The choice is now yours. So what's it going to be? Is it all about speed, the battery, the camera, or the size? Knowing what your number one priority is, that's the real key to finding your perfect phone. Thanks for tuning in.